Good morning, students. Students, this lesson is for class 6th for the subject of mathematics and is being submitted to you on 1st February 2021. Students, in this lesson, we will revise all the questions based on fundamental concepts of algebra. Then we'll discuss transpose method and then linear equations. So let us start our today's topic with the meaning of algebraic expression. Now children, we have already covered this chapter, algebra. So let us discuss quickly that what is an algebraic expression. Now children, any expression containing variables and constants are called algebraic expression. I guess you remember what are variables? Children, variables are any alphabet that is X, Y, Z, A, and its value is unknown. And what are constant? Constants are fixed value, that is our numerical value, that is 1, 2, 3, and so on. So any algebraic expression containing these two variable as well as constant, they are called an algebraic expression. Let's have a look on few algebraic expression given here. Now children, you can see that your first one is 4x plus 9. Second one, 2y plus 6, and next one 4x minus 5 upon 3. Now children, can you tell me that what is a variable in this? Which one is the variable? Can you tell me? Yes, your variable is x. What is your variable? X. And which one is the constant? 9. Your 9 is the constant. Okay, students, let's have a look on the third one. Now, this is your 4x minus 5 upon 3. Now, can you tell me the variable in this particular algebraic expression? Yes, this one is x. So, x is a variable here. So, now, children, all these three expressions are algebraic expression. Okay. Now let's move on to a question 1. Now let's see what is in the question. Now an expression is given and this expression is an algebraic expression. Now children, can you tell me that what is the variable used here? There are two variables in this. Can you name those two variables? Your variables are x and y. These are two variables. Okay. Now let's see what they have asked in this question. Now let's read the algebraic expression first. Your algebraic expression is 4 minus 3x square plus 4xy minus 3 upon 4 y square. Now, in the first part, what you have to tell? You have to tell the how many terms are there in the above expression. You have to tell how many terms. So let's see. This is the first term and this one is the second term, third term and the fourth term. So children, how many terms are there? Can you tell me how many terms? There are 4 terms in the given expression. Okay. And if they asked you name the terms, then you will tell first term is 4. Okay. Let's write first term is 4. Then the next one is minus 3 times x square, or you can write x into x. Okay. So this is your x square. Now next one is 4xy. And the last one is minus 3 upon 4 y square. So these are 4 terms in this expression. Now let's see the second one. Now in the second one, you have to tell what is the numerical coefficient of xy? Now children, first of all, find out the term xy in the given algebraic expression. Now can you see where is xy in the given expression? First one, no. Second one, no. Yes, third one. So this is your term with the variable xy. Now you have to tell the numerical coefficient. Children, do you remember what is a numerical coefficient? Numerical coefficient is the number only. Now what is the number here with xy term? It's 4. So now children, what is the numerical coefficient of xy? That is 4. So you can write here 4 is the numerical coefficient of xy. Okay, now let's move on to our third part. Let's see what is in the third part. Now it is find the literal coefficient of minus 3 upon 4. Now let's find the term whose numerical coefficient is minus 3 upon 4. And you can see that this is the last term of the expression. Okay, here the numerical coefficient is minus 3 upon 4, but you have to tell the literal one. Which one is the literal? Y square. So what is the answer of third? Y square is the literal coefficient of minus 3 upon 4. Okay, students. Now let's see our question number fourth part. Now, what is the numerical coefficient of x square? Now you have to tell again the numerical coefficient. So first find the term where is the x square as a literal coefficient. So this is your term and the numerical coefficient is minus 3. So what is your answer? Minus 3 is the numerical coefficient of x square. Is it clear, children? Now the answers are written here. You can check your answers here also. Okay, students? So we have discussed our question number 1. Let's move on to the second page and let's read the question number 2. Now, in this question, you have to identify the pair of like terms among the following group of terms. You have to find the like terms. Now, I hope children, everyone remembers that what are like terms? Do you remember what are like terms? What are like terms? Children, like terms are those terms whose literal coefficients are same. What is that? Terms whose literal coefficients are same. Okay, so it means if you find in a term the literal coefficients are same, then you will say these are like terms. So now let us find out the terms which are having same literal coefficient. So let's see. Now children, here 2xy, let's find out, is there any xy term in the term in the given question? Yes, this one. So yx or xy, it's one and the same. So now children, it means these two are like terms. Let's find out, is there any other pair also which are having same literal coefficient? Let's find out. This is your minus x square y and minus 2 upon 3 yx square. Because children, x square y and yx square is the one and the same thing. So it means we have one more pair here which are like. So you can say that 2xy and minus 8yx are like terms. And one more, that is minus 4x square y and minus 2 upon 3 yx square. Okay, students, are you clear with question number 2? It's very easy. Now let's move on to our question number 3. That is, if x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 3, find the value of all these expressions. Now children, let us solve. This is In this question, we are going to use the substitution method. Now children, here the value of x is given 4 and the value of y is given 3. So let's find out. 2x means 2 multiplied by 4 because the value of x is 4. Now plus you have 6 multiplied by y. What is the value of y here? 3 and minus 9. So now children, you have to solve this. 2 fours are 8 and then you have to multiply 6 and 3, 18 minus 9. Now you have to compute this and whatever you get, that will be your answer. Okay, so you will get 17 as the answer after solving 8 plus 8 minus 9. Is it clear children? This is very easy question. Let's see our second part. What we have to do in the second part? You have x minus 9 divided by y. Now children, you know the value of x. What is x here? 4. And 4 minus 9, then whole upon y. What is y here? 3. Okay, so now first you will solve the numerator. What you will get here after solving this? 4 minus 9, that is minus 5. And after that minus 5 divided by 3. So this is your final answer. Minus 5 upon 3, and then you can convert it into mixed fraction and your answer will be minus 1, 2 upon 3. Is it clear students? Let's move on to our question number third part. Now it is 1 plus x square plus y square. Okay. Now children, here 1 plus, do you remember what is the meaning of x square? X square means 4 multiply 4. Okay. Plus y square. Y square. Okay, so y square is your 3. So it means 3 multiply 3. So now you have to solve this. And after solving this particular expression, you will get 26. Okay, so now solve this and you will get your answer. Okay, students. So now if you want, you can check your answer here also. Okay, so these are your answers. Now let's move on to our sixth question, number 4th. In this question, you have to write the degree of the given polynomial. Now children, do you remember what is a degree? How we calculate the degree? Now children, degree means the highest power of a expression. What is a degree? Degree is the highest power of an variable. Now children, let's see the variable here. Now your first is x. What is the power of x? 2. What is the power of y? 2. And here the power of x is only 1. So here, what is the degree? What is the highest power here? 2. Okay. So in this particular expression, the degree is 2. Now similarly, in the second one, what is your degree? What is the highest power of a variable? It is 4. You can see that it is y power 4. So your answer is 4. Degree is 4. Now the third one, your third one is 4 plus 5 upon x. Now children, can you find the degree of this? What will be the degree of this? No, you can't find the degree because this is not a polynomial. This is not a polynomial because here the variable is given in the denominator. Okay, so here the power of a variable is negative. So it is not a polynomial. So you can't find the degree of this expression. Is it clear, students? I hope you are clear with the degree. Degree means the highest power of a variable in a given expression. Now, let's see question number 5. Children, this is a very important question. Before doing this question, you should know about the transpose method. Okay, so now all the numbers you are going to send it on the right hand side. Okay, so now let's solve all the questions one by one. Let's have a look on the first one. Now your first one is x plus 5 divided by 9 is equal to 3. Now children, here you have to use a transpose method. Okay, so now first 3 will go that side. Okay, as it is divided here, so that side it will go and become multiply. Okay, so in the next step 9 will go that side and it will multiply the number on the right hand side. Okay, so now it is x plus 5 is equal to 3 multiply 9. After multiplication you will get 27. Now your expression become x plus 5 is equal to 27. Now children, you will send plus 5 on the right hand side. So now when plus 5 will go that side, its sign is going to change. So plus 5 will become minus 5. So it is 27 minus 5, which will give you 22. So your final answer is 22. So here you can write that x is equal to 22 is the solution of the given expression. I guess you remember this word solution. Solution is the answer of the variable. Okay, so you can say that x is equal to 22 is the solution of the given equation. Okay, now let's move on to our second part. Now in the second part, you are given with 4x minus 2 upon 3 is equal to x upon 2. Now children, first of all, we have to get rid of the fraction. So now let's do the cross multiply. So 2 will go that side and it will be multiplied there. And 3 will go on the right hand side and it will multiply the thing on the right hand side. So after multiplication, it will become 2 times 4x minus 2 is equal to 3 multiply x. Now, I guess you remember your distributive property. 2 will be distributed to 4x as well as with 2. So it means 2 will multiply with 4x as well as 2 will be multiplied with 2. Okay, so now it will become 4x into 2 will become 8x and 2 into 2 will become minus 4. So what will be your equation now? 8x minus 4 is equal to 3x. Now it is simple now. You have to use your transpose method. Now as variable is here, so you have to shift your variable on the left side and minus 4 is a constant and you will shift minus 4 on the right hand side. Okay, so now after transposing these two things, you will get 8x minus 3x is equal to 4 and 8x minus 3x. Now the numerical coefficient will be subtracted. So 8 minus 3, 5x. So your answer is 5x is equal to 4. And in the next step, 5 will be transposed to the right hand side and it will divide. So your final answer is 4 upon 5. So now children, you can say that 4 upon 5 is the solution of the given equation. Is it clear? I hope you are clear with the second part. Let's move on to our third part of the question. That is 8 times x minus 1 is equal to 24. Now children, in this one, first use the distributive property. 8 will be multiplied with x as well as 8 will be multiplied with 1. Okay, so after multiplication, you will get 8x minus 8, which is equal to 24. Now, this is again our favorite step, that is transpose method. So, in this, you have to transpose minus 8 first. Minus 8 will go that side and it will add on the right hand side. So 24 plus 8 is equal to 32. 8x is equal to 32. Now 8 is in multiplication here. So it will go and divide. Okay. So your answer is x is equal to 32 divided by 8, which is equal to 4. Okay. So your final answer is here 4. Okay, or what else you can say? Children, you can say that x is equal to 4 is the solution of the given equation. Okay, now children, let's move on to our question number 6, that is our statement sums. Now let's see our question number 6. Now in this, a girl is 5 years younger than her brother. If the sum of their ages is 23 years, find the ages of the girl and her brother. Now children, here we are having only the sum of their ages. We have the sum of girl age and her brother age is 23, but we don't know about girl's age and brother's age. So now children, what you will do in this question, you know that whatever we don't know, we will consider as x. So let us consider that the age of a brother is x. What is the age of the brother? X. Let us consider the age of brother is x. Now here it is written girl is 5 year younger. Okay, so this girl is smaller than her brother, means younger. So it means if the brother's age is x, then the girl's age will be x minus 5. Okay, because she is 5 years younger. So you have to subtract 5. So you can say that the brother's age is x and the girl's age is x minus 5. Now children, according to the question, the sum of these two ages, what the sum of these two ages is equal to 23. Okay, girl's age plus brother's age is equal to 23. Okay, so when you add all these two things, you will get 23. So let's see what is in the question. Now, when you add girl's age and brother's age, it will give you 23. So it becomes x minus 5 plus x is equal to 23. Now you just have to solve this particular equation. Now after this, it will come x plus x is 2x minus 5 is equal to 23. Now next is again a very easy step. What you have to do here? Transpose. Transpose minus 5 on the right hand side, and what it will become? It will become plus 5. Okay, it will become plus 5. So 2x is equal to 23 plus 5. Further, 2x is equal to 28. Now again, 2 is left. You have to transpose 2 on the another side and it will divide 28. So 28 divided by 2 is equal to 14. So what we got at x as 14. And children, do you remember we have considered x as a brother's age. So now what will be the brother's age here? 14. Okay, what will be the age of brother? 14. And as the girl was 5 years younger, so it will be 14 minus 5, that is 9 years. Okay, so what will be the girl's age? That is 9 years. Okay, students, so I hope you are clear with this question. Now children, this is the end of today's lesson. Now what you have to do as a homework, Now, children, all these questions you have to do in your mathematics register under the heading practice questions of algebra. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can watch this video one more time. Thank you, students.